Oh, you know. I'm about to play, so see you on the other side, y'all.
These demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
They run for the first time with Javonte Williams.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Elijah Molden up to make the stop. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Matt Breida, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Don't say boo. Don't say boo. Just because it's not my fault you got a light box. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Sometimes you just can't stop Derrick Henry. Sometimes you can't stop Derrick Henry. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Looking to throw. Randolph. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. These two teams all tied after one. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down. Randolph. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Hard running at the 15. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Tannehill now to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That catch, by the way, number 940 in his career, so he's 60 away from a grand, but 940, that ties him with Art Monk.
And I think it's fitting that he tied Art Monk because of the way that he goes about his business, the way that he plays the game. Not a lot of flash, not a lot of dash, but plenty of production.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Darren Browning, the one who brought him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 83 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. Touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Judy, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos will extend their lead. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Oh, that was never on target. It's no good. Wide to the right.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss, because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught left side by Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Pulls it in at the 13. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. On the return, Tremont Smith. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On second down, Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 3rd down, Randolph. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. And even 100 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Now Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run forward with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. He's been tough for this defense to handle, over 100 yards. You kind of knew that they were going to him on that play, didn't you?
They certainly did. That's one of those situations where you simply say, my best runner over my best blockers, let's go ahead and pick it up. And I don't care if they know it on the other side. Here we come, and they got it done.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. 3rd quarter action here in this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Got a man. It's Brown. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 19.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Now Mike Vrabel going to tell the offense to go for 2 here. Tannehill going to throw for it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Williams. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Randolph. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Randolph. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a big play there for the Broncos. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. The busy night continues for Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys,
touchdown! K.J. Hamler with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The throw complete to Dorsett. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing is ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
Open man, he completes it to Judy.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Flush to his right, and he'll just get rid of it. Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And now he lost the football. Oh, that is going to be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9.
A quick throw caught out wide by Judy. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Off play action. Randolph. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.